Could the third brain power case up the stakes? Dr. Heather Berlin is in London to investigate a Shaolin warrior who claims to defy pain with brain power alone.
This is something I've got to see.
24-year-old Brit Matthew Armet is the first non-Chinese person ever to tour with the Shaolin display team, a group of warriors who have studied the discipline of pain suppression for generations.
From the age of 11, you know, I wanted to move to China and be a Shaolin warrior. When I was 16, I left school, and shortly after, I lived for around 4 years at the Shaolin Temple. The training was incredible, very, very intense.
Now, one of his abilities is to withstand more pain than the average person could ever bear.
So, what are you going to show me?
Well, basically, I'm going to use a form of meditation called Qigong, and that's going to allow my body to kind of feel the pain before it even happening and therefore control it.
Matthew is about to show that with the right preparation, he can achieve a feat which would cause the average person severe pain and injure the neck and throat. This is a highly dangerous controlled experiment. Do not attempt it. With his body weight supported on the end of the spear, Matthew will now try to withstand a violent blow without even flinching.
Oh. That was unbelievable.
Thank you very much.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh my gosh. Look at that welt. It doesn't hurt.
No, no, no. That shows the impact of the stick.
Yeah, just how hard it really hit you. Oh my God. So would anyone do that? Like if I was to try to do this now? I
think that you could probably do it, but you know, it's extremely dangerous. You know, if anything goes wrong, that spear could easily pierce through your throat.
There are normally two stages to feeling pain. First, pain receptors detect that something is wrong. But it's not until the brain interprets these signals that pain is actually felt.
There's a system in the brain that gets activated when you experience pain, and what I think you're doing is learning how to regulate that system in the brain by using another part of your brain to modulate it.
Matthew appears to use Qi meditation to shut out pain. This temporarily alters his brain function. So, Heather is now going to look for evidence that suggests he can use his mind to control his body.
I'd really like to take some quantitative measures and just see what happens to your heart rate.
Heather fits Matthew with an electronic monitor to measure his pulse both before and after he meditates.
Okay, so it's in the upper 80s, early 90s for your baseline, so...
Normally, meditation is about relaxing into calm serenity. But unusually, Matthew appears to be working himself into a highly agitated state.
So now it's up to, gosh, 100, just over 100, 102, 103, 104, about 110. So you went up significantly just in that really short period of time. It was really dramatic. You know, what were you doing?
What I try to do is create an emotion which kind of puts my mind in a state where I can actually overcome the pain, and most commonly that would be anger. You know, my heart rate goes, I kind of see red, if you like. So
it's almost like what actors use in method acting. You know, they pull upon some real experience they had in life to create that emotion, which is interesting.
That's what it is, it's finding that internal pain so you can overcome physical pain.
This superhuman ability to use pure imagination to control both mind and body is one that Heather wants to explore further. In the test center, the scientists are about to further investigate Superhuman Case 3 in brain power. How much pain can Shaolin warrior Matthew Armet really withstand? The requirements for this are a wooden pole, density 500 kilograms per cubic meter. A metal bar, density 7,000 kilograms per cubic meter, and one highly trained assistant. Matthew will undergo two increasing stages of pain. First with a blow from the metal bar, and then an even harder one from the wooden pole. He prepares using special Qi meditation.
So right now, he's actually preparing his body to endure this blow. He's increasing his blood pressure.
This is a highly dangerous controlled experiment. Do not copy it. So, will he register any pain?
And yet not a sign on his face. Comfort, yeah.
So he's not even having to rub the area or something. It's just nothing.
Frankly, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And painful.
Not just for the skull, but actually for the neck, for the cervical bit.
Matthew will now attempt to block out more pain than most humans could ever bear. A brutal blow right between the legs.
Is he gonna put that in his crop?
So do you get any pain there at all? I mean, I'm intrigued. You know, do you feel pain?
During that mode, absolutely nothing. You know, I'm so psyched up and the adrenaline is just pumping. It's just painless.
And it's a survival mechanism. I mean, when you're this sort of fight or flight mode, when you're in this fight mode, you can't be bothered by pain, right? It's just like sportsmen on the field. Sometimes they don't even realize they've injured themselves until they get off the field. Exactly. And those same mechanisms which occur naturally, you can tap into them and bring them up at will, which is amazing. I mean, I'm really curious about how much further your pain tolerance is above, let's say, the average person, and maybe we can, like, quantify that.
The requirements for this experiment into Matthew's pain threshold are a control to compare him with and a TENS machine. This device delivers electrical pulses to the skin. The test begins with a small pulse, which then increases until it becomes too painful to bear.
At some point, it's going to get uncomfortable, so just let us know, okay?
Bruce, the control, goes first.
350.
Are you feeling any kind of pain at all, or?
Yeah, it's beginning to get uncomfortable now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to go for 400 at 500 microseconds. Pretty high dose.
Ooh.
That's a little bit painful, though.
Okay.
It's not. Do you want to go one more?
One more.
Okay, all right.
That's like somebody getting a needle and just...
Yeah.
Gets sharp,
really
yeah,
painful.
yeah.
So what are you up to now?
Still at 400, and we're at 1,000 microseconds.
Ow.
Yeah, we won't go around.
We're at your limit there.
You've been a good sport, though.
You have been a great sport, because that really is painful.
The control, Bruce, had to stop at 400 millivolts for 1,000 microseconds. How much pain can Matthew withstand?
So now we're going to be exactly where Bruce was.
Same thing, 400. And we're at 1,000 microseconds.
Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Yep.
Do your thing.
Not bad.
Okay.
Matthew could easily bear the level of pain that made Bruce stop. But can he take a shock that's twice that strong?
We're going to max out the machine at 400.
Okay.
I don't know.
This is
And 2,000 microseconds. All right.
That's not bad. Feels like a little jab in the arm.
So you just maxed out the machine. That's it. We can't go any further.
The point is we maxed out the machine, but actually it was twice as long as what Bruce endured, and that's really impressive.
I could go maybe double that if the machine would let you.
It's just, if you looked at it physiologically speaking, you should be screaming in pain now. But something about your expectations and the way you frame the pain in your mind changes how you experience it.
Matthew Armitt's phenomenal ability to shut out pain through brain power alone is unquestionably superhuman.
It really hits home the point about just how impressive it is what he's doing.
But will Matthew prove to be the most extraordinary?